Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Saucy, and recently there's been a lot of talk about this particular laptop right here, the HP Elitebook 2570p. This is a 12-inch laptop that goes up against the Dell Latitude E6230 and also the Lenovo ThinkPad X230. There is a tablet variant of this, but I believe it's called the 2170p or T or something like that. I'm not too familiar with the Elitebook names, all that good stuff, especially when it comes to ProBooks. But basically, this is better than a ThinkPad. It just is. Okay, I'm gonna just say it straight out. It is. You have the easy RAM door access panel. And you also have access to the hard drive, the CD drive, RAM, speakers, and can I not stress this enough? You have access to the processor, which is also an not MXM, is also a socketed processor. So this baby right here has a dual-core i7 3520M processor, which is 2.9 gigahertz. I believe this processor by itself is worth $70, but you could totally you could drop a quad core in here. The same can't be said on either the Dell or the ThinkPad. So this wins. Now, some people are going to say, all right, but this isn't a support mSATA, so you can only, you can't put an mSATA SSD. While that is true, this does, however, have a CD drive bay, and you can easily just put in a second you can put a hard drive caddy in here, so you can have a second SSD. So, take that. And for those who are saying, well, why, if you try to have an argument about how this, if you need a CD drive for this, I mean, you already have it here. So, however, I do have to say, as I said in a previous video, that the speakers are a little bit off to the left side, and there is some speculation to where maybe this frame isn't too strong, so if it gets hit on the bottom, really is just only this panel that's saving you from it. A little bit scary that where the RAM is at, but then again, these pass mil-spec just like the ThinkPad and just like the Dell Latitude. So, honestly, I really don't think that this is just me like over-exaggerating, seeing what could be wrong with it. Weird thing is that they decided to put a telephone jack, and on this side you have the express card slot, so you could do the eGPU setup, or the eGPU, yeah, external GPU. You also have the SD card. One complaint I can see is that the display port is in the back, right next to the USB. So some people might, unless you memorize it, you might jam your USB in there, could potentially break it. As far as performance goes on this, my coworker, I gave her a Dell Latitude E6430, which is a 14-inch Dell Latitude. But she didn't like it, and I couldn't figure out why, but she said I guess she wanted a smaller computer. So we had two of these. This is the better one, and she was happy with it. So, and it was, I guess, downgraded with an i5 and all that stuff, but she totally didn't mind. These are really easy to service. Obviously, how you just open it up like that. The downsides of this is that it doesn't have the middle button for the track point, so some people could really bother some people, and also it looks like I have to press FN to do page down. The whole buttons over here look kind of weird, but they just did this so it could be uniform designed. The trackpad and the track point, or the AccuPoint, whatever they want to call it, is pretty much centered fairly good. You have your controls over here. You have your indicator lights down here. Oh yes, this has like 4 indicator lights. It's more than, I believe that's more than the well, you got 5, 6, 7 right there, and 8 for power. So I think that's a little bit more than the ThinkPad, and you know how everybody complained about that. I haven't checked if you could do backlit keyboard keys on this, but I'm pretty sure you could. And what else is there? Yeah, it has the little light thing right there, so that's always good. I really do like the brushed aluminum finish. It does look a lot better than a Dell Latitude keyboard. This is an E6330 13-inch Latitude, and it's just, I mean, I like that the keys here are bigger in a sense, because this kind of looks like it has like a chiclet key. There's like islands to it, so you can get dirt and grime, in between there a little bit more than that one. But I don't know. And some people say because these keys are flat, and there's a small curve to the Latitude, and on the ThinkPads, some people might not like that either. As far as typing goes, I've had problems getting used to Elitebooks quite a bit when it comes to typing. This particular model, I didn't do like a crazy. I tested it for maybe like 3 hours, and I said, okay, well, it's good to go. But I didn't really have any problems. I do the track point isn't the best, so there's that to say. But I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, you have we have the extended battery on here, so I guess for some odd reason, HP decided to put the battery down, so it extends it. So that could be a good thing or bad thing. I think it's a good thing because it raises air, it raises the space on the bottom, and so it could give you a little bit more cooling when you have it setting on the table. So it's good and bad. But some people don't like the raise. I prefer a raised keyboard on all my ThinkPads, or on all my keyboards, I should say. And so this, I actually don't mind it. It does seem like it's thick. For some odd reason, it feels like it's more thicker than it should be, but I think it's totally okay. I do love the design of this. Although I do like the Latitude, I started liking them a bit more, but having come across one of these in this tip-top condition, it's really, really nice. And I hope that HP has a good reputation with NASA, because I think in the next few years they're going to start decommissioning all the ThinkPads up there, and they're going to start replacing them with HP, I guess, Elitebooks, or whatever they want to call them, ProBooks, or they have something else now. And final thoughts on this thing: it originally came with Windows 8, but for some odd reason it came. They installed Windows 7 on here. I can't really think about anything else. There's no. Did I say there's no IP? You can't do an IPS display option. There's that. There's no IPS display option. And I believe the tablet version of this is significantly different, so don't go off of that. This particular model I want to sell for $220, but if I sold this for $180, it would get bought the next day. For some odd reason, I don't think people really want to get these, because I thought this was going to be sold, but it just takes a while. And I don't know. I recommend this over the X230 though, unless you get an IPS X230. And I do know about the keyboard swapped X230 and all that good stuff, but to me, honestly, after owning a T420, it's such a better machine, and you're not limited to a 720p panel. You could do the Alien M14X swap. The thermal capacity of the T420 is a lot better than the X220. And if you're thinking about putting a 45 watt quad-core processor on here, I suggest you have home insurance when you use this machine. So with all that said, I'll see you guys around. I recommend this. Go ahead and give it a shot, and see you next time.